That's what you call standing on business right there. Oh, makes contact, devastating shot. This dude is about to leave his feet. He is stunned. He is petrified. Ragdolled him. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap. This dude wears a neck roll, guys. So this guy is about business on the field. When was the last time you seen a guy wear a neck roll? Midwest corn-fed type of offensive lineman that just is about his business. Oh my gosh. This dude, he look like he got hit by a train. Getting crushed by a building is exactly what we're talking about right here. That is a pancake action, the best I've seen so far out of all these prospects. This guy is a ragdoller, a manhandler, a bully. More manhandling, more flapjack action, more short stacking. Let's check over. Boom! That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now.
Speaking Sumerian, the oldest language in human history. I can't explain
Yo,
it.
it's your boy, Big Mike Raider. And you already know what it is, man. We're at day 3 of the 30 Days, 30 Prospects, where today we're covering Armand Membou out of Missouri, offensive tackle. He plays the offensive tackle at an elite level, guys, at the college level. Very athletic, explosive, will knock you on your back. He's a mauler on the offensive line. Do the Raiders dare to pick him at number 6? Hey, I don't know. Maybe. Or do they trade back? We'll see. But he's on the list for a reason, guys. We'll get into it. We're going to get into the pros and cons, and then we're going to talk about draft placement. We're going to talk about pro comps. And then after that, my favorite part of the show, guys. You guys already know what it is. We're going to do a film breakdown. My favorite part of the show. I'm excited for it, man. You guys get excited for it. But before we do anything, you guys already know the deal, man. Like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Man, let's get into it, man. Armand Membou out of Missouri. Let's get into some of his pros and cons, and we'll get into some more stuff, man. We're going to really do a deep dive on this guy because this guy is special. This guy is a special offensive tackle, and we're going to get into it. Some of his pros, guys: good hip/hamstring flexibility to sit in his stance with balance and power. And shout out to PFF, by the way. This is from PFF. Some of his pros and cons. So good hip, hamstring flexibility, like I said, low and explosive out of his stance. And I'll tell you what, the film says that exactly. This guy is a mauler. This guy, man, a pancaker, guys. I'm telling you that right now. Naturally coordinated in his movements and footwork. Absolutely good footwork, man. Real athletic for a big dude. Feet can move quickly. Dancing bear type of dude, man. Absolutely. Looks great on the hoof as a puller and lead blocker. And you'll see a lot in film. His lateral movement is really great. He moves from right to left very quickly. You'll see it. He goes to the second level and he still takes care of business. Nobody's safe on the defense when it comes to Membou, guys. Some of the cons, though. Let's talk about some of the cons. He can struggle to anchor on the edge despite being 325 pounds. So a little light in the ass, right? That's kind of a small red flag, but a lot of the stuff that he does kind of overshadows that, right? Needs more strength for maintaining blocks, okay? And that can be done with strength and conditioning. The Raiders got one of the best strength and conditioning programs in the NFL. So, what better fit would it be for him to come to the Raiders and get stronger and faster to add on to what he already brings to the table, right? Could use more of a finisher's mentality. I don't know if I necessarily agree with PFF on that, because from what I've seen in the film, and you guys will see it soon, this guy's a finisher. Absolutely. But that's what PFF has to say. Let's look into some of his PFF grades because offensive line, I go into a deep dive, and I definitely want to talk more about what he brings to the table, right? So this is a small review from PFF. He says Membou presented a high athletic ceiling in 2023 before his confidence and control took off in 2024. So he kind of had like a breakthrough, kind of breakout type of season in 24. There are times when he could play with more power, but he brings starting caliber length and movement ability to the NFL with good production as a zone blocker. So that's what you get from Membou. Let's look at some of his attributes, right? He's about to be 21 years old on March 27th. So happy early birthday to Membou, right? 6'3", 314 pounds. He's a junior. So really young guy, right? Let's see what else he has, right? So let's look at some of his stats, right? So in 2024, he had an overall PFF grade of 90.6, 827 offensive snaps. In 2023, he had a 67.1. So you can see that he had like a breakout season in 2024. And it seems to be that he's finding his stride, right? So let's get more deeper into his grades, right? The comparables for 2024. Run block grade, 87.6, amongst the top in the nation. 86.6 pass block grade, one of the tops in the nation. Zone grade, 87.4. Gap grade, 76.7. True pass set, pass block grade, 82.2. Highlighted with one of his best games against UMass, 88.3 PFF grade, Oklahoma, 80.1, and Mississippi State, 89.9. And Texas A&M, he had a 66.1, and that was against two elite defensive ends who are going to be probably first-round picks in this draft. He held his own. 800 snaps at the right tackle position. He can also play left guard. He's done that before. He has one snap, but he's shown the ability to do so, right? So that's what PFF has to say about him. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about everything that I said? Do you think he's an elite type of prospect coming out? His stock is rising, guys. Now, you guys already know what he did in the combine. He ran a sub 540, which is freakish for somebody at his size. You know, it's amazing what he did, right? So let me know what you guys think. But we're going to jump into some more stuff. We're going to get into what NFL Draft Buzz has to say about him. And we're going to look into some of their strengths and weaknesses. They get a little bit more detailed into the strengths and weaknesses, and then we'll get into where I think we'll see him drafted, right? So according to NFLDraftBuzz.com, super athletic. He made Bruce Feldman's freak list, which is like the top athletes in college for the year. It's like a long list, right? And they measure based on what you did with your 40, your body fat, and just your athleticism overall, right? Top athletes in college, right? At 6'3", 320 pounds, Membou has only 18% body fat, a very low number for a young offensive lineman that big. Membou also moves exceptionally well for that size. He has had a 10-yard time, an electric 10-yard time of 1.63, which is very fast, and his 20 was 2.8. His vertical jump 32 inches and squatted 600 pounds. Elite athlete, right? So there you go. Masterful body control allows him to mirror pass rushers with an unusual fluidity. Just super athletic, right? Brings serious pop on initial contact. You'll see it, man. This guy brings a punch for sure. Possesses stunts and blitzes with veteran savvy. He's very cerebral. He's a smart player. He knows what he's seeing when it comes to defense, what they're bringing before the ball snap. He's very smart, very smart. Demonstrated high-end athletic traits. We already talked about how great of an athlete he is. Nasty finisher who looks to bury defenders once he locks on. So it seems to be kind of a negation what PFF had to say. They said that he wasn't really a great finisher. Draft Buzz is saying he's a nasty finisher. So we'll let the tape decide what's going on with that dude. Quick-footed mover, you guys already know what that is. And then shows advanced feet. So let's look at some of his weaknesses, right? Height is well below NFL tackle standards at 6'3". While he compensates with length and technique, some teams may pigeonhole him as a guard convert regardless of tape. So that is one thing that I did consider, is that he's kind of a smaller, shorter dude. He's about 6'4". They say 6'3", but he's almost at 6'4" right now. One thing that concerns me with him is that he has shorter than desired arm length. You want your tackles to have at least a 34-inch um, um, like arm length, I guess, from shoulder to I guess fingertips. He's at like a 33 and a half. So a little bit short, but that's something that you can kind of overlook if your technique is good and you know you bring a pop as well. So that's one of his weaknesses. Can get over aggressive trying to match speed rushers. So usually when you get over aggressive trying to match a speed rusher, you kind of lean in a little bit, you turn your hips too much, you'll fall for a double move. And that could be problematic. He's going to have to be a little bit more disciplined when it comes to that. Occasionally late with his punch timing and pass protection, allowing defenders to get into his frame before he can establish his anchor point effectively. When I looked at the film, I did see a couple of instances where he'll let somebody get into his base. You want to meet with your hands. You definitely don't want to let any of these guys get into your chest or into your space to where you can't extend. So I've seen that with him. Drive blocking technique needs refinement. Doesn't always keep his feet driving through, and that can be coached. I think that he can do well with that. And we'll need to prove that he can consistently handle power at the next level. So that's strength and conditioning, guys. But overall, I think this guy is a great tackle. I think this will be a good and a good addition. Even if we don't put him initially at that right tackle position, if we want to keep DJ Glaze there, we can move him over to the guard position. He's played it once before. He seems to be body-wise, size-wise, more prototypical of being a guard. And to be honest with you, the guard position is a position of need. So what do you guys think about that, man? Membou at number 6, or do we move back? Let me know what you guys think. 6 might be a reach. Trading back, it's the name of the game to me. I think we should trade back, get some more draft capital. If we get him in that mid-first, 12, 13, something like that, I think it would be a good spot. But you guys let me know what you guys think about Membou, man. So last thing before we get into this film breakdown, I've been talking you guys' ear off, but let's get into draft placement. Where do the experts think that Membou is going, man? So ESPN has him going at number 8. So that means that they're saying that the Raiders pass him up at number 6. Might be a little bit of a reach if we get him at 6, to be honest with you, right? CBS has him at number 9. 24/7 Sports has him going at 10. Drive Buzz has him at 11. Also, PFF has him at 11. NFL.com has him at 11. And SI also has him at 11. So there you go. Maybe that's the sweet spot. Maybe we need to trade back from 6 to 11 to, land in that sweet spot, get some more draft capital if we really want to get him and kind of knowing that he might be there. But of course, you got to watch the board and things happen in the draft. They're a little bit unusual. It happens, right? Who would have thought that a guy like J.C. Latham, who was a projected middle first round pick to late kind of, would be in the top 10. So it does happen, right? I can see the Raiders picking him at 6 for that same reason. But ideally, if he's going to be at that 11 range, you could go back, trade back, get some additional capital, and get the offensive tackle that you want, maybe even guard, depending on where you have him placed, right? Todd McShay has him at 14. PFN, Pro Football Network, has him at 15. And Walter Football, a little bit of an outlier, not even a little bit, a big outlier, has him dropping to the second round at 37. So what do you guys think, man? You guys let me know. I know I'm going to hear from you guys. Where do you want him placed? Do we stick at 6 and we get the guy at 6 because he's that damn good? Or do we trade back and get him at the 11, 12 range? A lot of people are saying, a lot of these experts are saying 11. So let me know what you guys think, man. But guys, you guys already know what the deal is, man. My favorite part of the show, my favorite part of the 30 Days, 30 Prospects. You know how I get down. We're doing a film breakdown because I give love to the trenches, and trenches win championships, and that's what we're going to do, man. Here we go. Let's get into it, man. I'm excited, man. Let's get into this, man. So here we go, man. Got us some film breakdown right here. We got Membou on the right side, number 79. He's going to be on our right side. Right next to him is number 86. He's an off-ball tight end. Looks like somebody's motioning to the left. The defensive end is on the outside shade of him. So just keep your eye on number 79. He's on our right-hand side of the screen. Let's let this play out, and I'm going to stop him when I need to. So I'm going to let a little bit. I'm going to let them get to contact, and then I'll kind of break down what I see from there. So right there, contact. So the contact is good, right? He didn't wait for the defender to get into his body. He has a good base. His hips are low. His base is low. Shoulder pad length is good. And you'll see what he does. It looks like he has a good seal. You see that natural lane right there for the running back between 74 and himself. Good lane. But let's see what happens right here. Let's continue. You got a good drive. He's still driving. And you can see it right there. That is not a position any man should ever be in right there. You can see he took his Jell-O cup, his fruit cup, Nasty Nate, called him his, you can finish that one, man. But there you go. Membou taking over right there, has him in a compromising position. And there you go. Membou in a nutshell, a finisher right there. So you let me know. Is he a finisher or is he not? You guys let me know. Let me know. And, pancake time, baby. You already know what time it is. So here we go. Now we got the opposite way. So he's going to be on our left-hand side of the screen, and he's going against one of the top defensive ends in this class is Jack Sawyer right there, number 33 for Ohio State. You can see that he's on the outside shade of Membou. On the left-hand side of the screen, he's playing right tackle. They're going towards us right now, and let's see what he does right here. So I'm going to let this ride out. All right. So I didn't like the fact that he didn't get initial contact. That's kind of what you're hoping for. But what is good for Membou is that he keeps his base low. He has his hands not in an ideal position. You kind of want your hands kind of close to the inside, but he has lower pad level than Sawyer right here. So that does help. And it seems to be like a good recovery here. You'll see what I'm talking about right here. Getting through adversity, kind of losing initially, kind of leaned a little bit on that left foot, a little too much, but you'll see the recovery here. Watch. And that attributes to his great athleticism that they've been talking about, right? So you see right there, regains his base right there. He keeps a low pad level, keeps anchored. And that's a good rep. Not everything has to be a highlight film, but just going against an elite edge rusher in this class and kind of holding his own shows a lot what he can bring to the table. So good rep right there. That's exactly what you want to see. Let's move on to the next one. So he's on our right-hand side again, and he's going against another elite edge rusher, a first-round projected guy from Texas A&M. I think his name is Skirton. He's not in my spoiler. He's not going to be in my 30 days, 30 prospects, but he is a decent edge rusher right here for Texas A&M, number 11. He's on the outside shade of Membou, and you'll see right here what he does right here. Let's see the contact. There you go. And he tried that spin move, and he didn't let it happen. And he didn't fall for the trickery, trying to go to the inside gap to the outside. He kept his feet moving. Good feet, good eye placement, good hand placement. And you'll see. You see he kind of replaces that, and he keeps him at bay right there. Another good rep right there. And he's so far so good, right? He's going against another decent edge rusher on the other side right here for against Texas A&M, number 4. He's on our left-hand side. He's playing right tackle. Number 4 is on his outside shade. So let's see what he does right here. Right here. So there you go right there. That's perfect hand placements. As you can see right here, right there, you can see his hands are right underneath the shoulder pads. That's perfect where you want to be. Pad level is good. He's got his anchor nice and right. He's not sitting too far back. He's not leaning too forward. This is a good rep right here, right? Let's see what else he does right here. Right there, yep. And he tries to swim move, and he still stays engaged. So perfect rep right there. So let's see this one. And this is one of my favorite reps right here. This shows some of the strength that you're going to get from Membou right here. You'll see the number 0, the outside shade right on the left-hand side of Membou right here. He's going to try something. And Membou's going to do a simple club of the hand, and you'll just see how strong his club is. You'll see exactly what happens. He's got extension. You want him to get extension first before that guy gets his hands on you, right? And we didn't see that necessarily, but you'll see what he does right here. And this is excellent. This is the type of strength and tenacity that you want to see in pass protection right here. Did a little swipe of the hands down on his right hand, and he put him to his knees. That is awesome strength. He didn't even lose his base with that one. Seemed real effortless. Put the guy on his knees. And that rep is pretty much done. He can't recover from that. And that's everything that you want in a right tackle right there. Nice rep right there. And then he's going to finish the job with a little something spicy. I like that, man. There we go. All right, here we go. So now you got a little bit of some run blocking right here. It gets a little bit fun right here. So you got Membou on the left-hand side. He's playing right tackle again. He is blocking down on number 52. I want to see the left foot kind of go in between the legs of number 52, that tackle for I think that's Oklahoma. So you wanted that first step to be the right foot, but that's being a little nitpicky. But as you see right here, he's down blocking on 52, and it seems to be a combo block, and then he goes to the next level. And poor number 10, the middle linebacker, or the will backer, depending on what you see, it looks like he's the middle backer right here. So you'll see right here, blocks down, washes 52 down, and now he's going to the second level. As you can see, number 10 is like, as you can see right here, he's not ready for it. Let's just say that, right? Let's see it right here. Blocking down, finishes with the block, finishes, and then we got pancakes for dinner, baby. So Membou right there with another pancake block, showing some good tenacity and being a finisher. So I'm gonna believe what NFL Draft Buzz has to say about him being a finisher, contrary to what PFF said so far. So next play right here, once again at the right tackle position, you got number 32 on the outside shade of him. Let's see. Let's let this ride out. Right there. So 32 goes into coverage. He realizes there's nobody there, so now he's finding work, and he did. He found work on that defensive tackle, pushed him into the pile, and then you'll see exactly what he does. Puts him on his damn back. Absolutely. That's what you want to see. So here we go. Keep your eye on 79 right here. Some down blocking right here. You'll see right here the good footwork that I'm talking about, keeping that lateral movement going and keeping engaged with the guy in front of him. We'll see right here. 79 on our right-hand side. Here we go. Keep your eye on him. Blocking down, washes him out. Pancake action, baby. Flapjacked. Man, that's what you want to see. Somebody getting put on their back. That's what you want to see, man. Pause if necessary, but when it comes to the trenches, that don't really count, man. There we go. Number 79 doing work. There we go. Let's see the next one. All right. He's on Scorton again on this one from Texas A&M. He's on our left-hand side. On our left-hand side, he's playing right tackle once again. Let's see. Let's see what he does here. Here we go. Gets out of the snap. He wants to put that swim move on him, and he told him to sit his ass down. Think twice about that. He tried to do the swim move and got in his chest, so he had to think twice and come up with a second move. That pretty much right there ended the play. Now, he did have that running back right there for some help, just in case he needed to get chipped, but he said, nah, bro, I got this one on my own. Good base right there. You can see he's not sitting too far back. Kind of want him to sit a little bit lower, but you'll accept that. Just from hand placement and hand action that he was doing at the time. And you'll see it right here. He finishes very well, and you got the chip at the end. He didn't need it, though. So 79 this time on our right-hand side. He's got somebody head up on him. Let's see what happens right here. Try to put a move on him. Try to put a second move on him, but kept it going, stayed committed, didn't let him shake him, didn't seem fazed by what he was doing. And this is a good young defensive end from South Carolina that was right up, head up on him. So that was a good rep from him on that one. Just staying anchored, keeping his feet moving, not really necessarily getting fazed by his double and triple move, and and recovering when he needed to. So that was definitely a good rep right there. So let's keep on going, man. Let's keep it going. All right, here we go. We're gonna see some run action right here, some run block action. We're gonna have Membou. He's on our left-hand side. Excuse me. Tight end is right next to him off the ball on our left-hand side. We have a guy head up on him, number 9, and we'll see exactly what he does right here. Let's let it ride. So right there, keeping the feet moving, staying committed to his guy, washing him down, still washing him, still washing him. Now, he didn't put him on his back, but that's what you want to see from your left tackle. Pretty much mirroring the guy. If you can't put him on his back, at least get in the way and be a people mover. So that was a good one right there. Good rep. This time, this is one of my favorite plays. I'm going to leave this best for last right here. So we got Membou right here on the right-hand side. He's got the tight end off the ball right next to him. And that defensive end right there from Arkansas, Landon Jackson. So let's see. You guys know Landon Jackson. He's one of the top prospects in this, one of the top edges in this draft class. Let's see how he does against one of the top draft class edges, right? We've already saw him against Jack Sawyer, Scorton, and so on and so forth, right? But this time is gonna be against Landon Jackson. Let's see how he fares out, right? You guys are gonna love this one. Right there, you see it. Good hand placement, good extension right there. He's already out of the play, but he's gonna get a little spicy at the end, and this is what I'm talking about. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap, short stack, put him on his back. Let's go. Let's see it. There you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. And guess who's on ice skating? Disney on ice. And now he's on his knees in a compromising position. Landon Jackson. Poor guy, man. But that is Membou in a nutshell, guys. Let me know what you think about him. I think he had good film. I think he is an exciting player. I wouldn't mind the Raiders reaching for him at number 6. If we can trade back to get him at 11 or 12, like I said, that would be an ideal situation. But of course, you guys let me know. I'm sure you guys will. But that is it for me, man. Day 3, 30 days, 30 prospects, man. And we're rolling and we're keeping this thing rolling. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. That's what you call standing on business right there. Oh, makes contact, devastating shot. This dude is about to leave his feet. He is stunned. He is petrified. Ragdolled him. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap. This dude wears a neck roll, guys. So this guy is about business on the field. When was the last time you seen a guy wear a neck roll? Midwest corn-fed type of offensive lineman that just is about his business. Oh my gosh. This dude, he look like he got hit by a train. Getting crushed by a building is exactly what we're talking about right here. That is a pancake action, the best I've seen so far out of all these prospects. This guy is a ragdoller, a manhandler, a bully. More manhandling, more flapjack action, more short stacking. Let's check those. Boom. That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil's throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now.